Hello. So I wanted to film this vlog because, well, I'm going to be behind on my weekly vlogs, but I wanted to tell you about my very interesting week that I had. So, just put things into perspective. So Thursday, me and some friends had like a little birthday party shindig thing for Ruben, and I had some errands I had to run beforehand. And my car had been having issues for a little bit, like overheating and such. And so on the way back from taking Ruben to like a little party that we had, the car check engine light came on. And then also every time I went to accelerate, the car wouldn't speed up. And so we barely made it home. And I didn't want to take it to the car shop immediately because one, I didn't think it would make it. But I wanted to give it rest, and so I decided to try and take it the next day. At the very last minute, was able to give my Friday shift away so I could just deal with the car because I didn't know what was going to happen with the car. And brought it in first thing in the morning. They said that they were very, very busy and they wouldn't be able to get to it until the very end of the day, which didn't really surprise me much. But I told him everything that was wrong with it, and I was like, well, can we just get such and such done and then I can take it back? And he said, well, it looks like it's going to be something more severe than just that. And I was like, okay, fine. So, I was really frustrated about the whole situation because this car is just on its last life. And, ended up walking to Starbucks, talked to my mom for the longest time because it's my parents' car, about the fate of it and looking for new cars and everything, because I've been car shopping for a while now. And then decided to lift back home, got home, and my mom called me saying they were able to get to the car, but it's a lot worse than they expected. It was going to be a couple $1,000s to fix. And so she said, we may or may not be able to revive the car. They came to the decision that they weren't going to revive the car. That said, Friday night, as soon as I got home, I started to feel really sick. But nothing much. And just congestion or whatever. And then, so the next day, I was like, okay, well, I'm carless, but at least it was a weekend. Jared had the day off, so I could use Jared's car, so I wasn't too concerned about being carless just yet. But I woke up, not being able to speak. I had the worst sore throat. My head felt like a balloon. It was awful. And so I ended up calling out of work, and ended up being sick for, today's Thursday. And I've been sick all week. But the funny thing is through all of this, we've been, talking about looking for new cars and trying to kind of expand our budget a little bit and looking for cars, procedures, so on and so forth. Anyway, in doing all that, the day before I was going to go to the car place and basically get all of my stuff out of the car because I still had costumes and stuff for work in there. My mom was like, hey, we got a call, and they said it's not as bad as they thought, and it's going to be a lot easier for them to fix, so we're going to fix the car. So I ended up going from, not having a car for a couple days to being carless, having to say goodbye to my, basically, high school, college car, because I've had this car for a very long time. And then it got another life. So the day that I was going to go and get everything out of the car and say goodbye to the car ended up being the day I was going to pick the car up. And when I tell you, it felt like I was driving a ghost. This is the third time we've been the car is dead. The car is not coming back to life. It's dead. It's gone. So this car is like a cat. We've decided. We've decided this car is like a cat and it's on its 9th life. Anyway, that said, I did go to the doctor on, today's Thursday, I went to the doctor on Tuesday. And I was like, Doc, is it COVID? What is it? Because like was like a very quick, and typically when I get colds, because I do get colds a lot because I have really bad seasonal allergies, typically I can feel it coming on. And although yes, I did kind of feel it coming on Friday afternoon, I mean, like, I will feel it slowly progress throughout the day, and then I'll be like, watch me get sick tomorrow, and then I would be sick. I felt like little to no symptoms on Friday, other than like late in the afternoon. Now that could have been because I was so stressed and focused about the car, but Doc checked it. She's like, oh, it's acute rhinitis, which is like, I know what that is. I get that all the time. It's super annoying. It's just basically a sinus infection in your head where everything's like inflamed or whatever. And she was like, all I can prescribe, other than what cold medicine you're already taking, is just rest and a nasal spray, which I hate nasal sprays, but I'm like, fine, Doc, we're gonna try this. But like, I do want to give a shout out to the Center for Living Well, the cast doctor. Like, they're awesome. The cast member clinic that they have there is just so good. I love them. The nursing staff, everyone was really great. But anyway, this is the best I've been for a while. I sound worse off than I feel, to be honest. Today's the first day that I haven't felt like death in like a week, which is good because I start work again tomorrow. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna take it slow. If I'm not feeling well, then I'm not gonna come into work. I'm pretty much planning on wearing a face mask. I've worn a face mask in every lift that I've taken since being sick. So anyway, that's how my week has been. But I wanted to tell you about some cool things that I haven't really talked about much on the channel. So we are, I do have an iridescent evening coming up. If you don't know what those are, it's basically like an after hours event for cast members only, kind of like to say thank you to the cast members. To be honest, I wish Disney was doing a little more than that, but I guess we'll take what we can get. Because the cast have been working very, very hard since reopening, and things really haven't gotten like a whole lot easier. Yes, restrictions and stuff have lifted, but like there's still a lot of things that I won't get into. But anyway, it's kind of nice to be able to feel a little appreciated like that. So Jared and I have that coming up towards the end of July. We are going to Epcot. We did want to go to Studios because we never go to Studios, but they, out of the 90-day period where they were doing, so out of the summer that they were going to be doing iridescent evenings, they only had 15 nights you could choose from, and they were on specific days, and each day had a specific park. And the Studios one's all filled up very, very quickly, which is fine because now we get to go on Cosmic Rewind, which is my favorite ride, as you all know. We get to do Frozen Ever After, which I haven't done in a while. Jared's never done Ratatouille. We haven't done Soarin' in a hot minute. So, like, that will be nice to get to do that. I am very excited about that. I don't know when the Wine and Dine is actually going on. It might be going on during that time. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, so we have that coming up in July. And then in August, Shay, you remember Shay? Shay and her kids, plural, are coming down, so I may say hi and spend time with them a little bit. And also Stephanie's coming down. We're all gonna go to Mickey's Not So Scary together. So I don't know how long is Stephanie staying. I've invited her to stay as long as she possibly wants. Mi casa, su casa. So that will be exciting. So I'll have her, I'll have Shay, we'll have the 2 kids. So expect a lot of vlogs coming out around then, towards the end of August. And then at that point, we're well into October. Or, not October. We're well into the fall season, in my mind. So I'm very much looking forward to all of that. So that's stuff to look forward to. I am working 4th of July. I'm opening. I'm excited about that, because I get to go home before all the craziness. But, yeah, we're just going to chill the rest of the day. Thank you to all the new subscribers. If you are new to the channel, I do have a fitness channel that I am vlogging my half marathon training that I'm currently doing. Of course, this week I took a break, but we're doing very well on that. Anyway, subscribe if you are not. Like the video. And tell me something in the description, or not the description, in the comments, something you're looking forward to this summer, or something fun you're doing at the end of this sometime this summer. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.